Okay people, you still think of yourself as someone who's open, who listens, who grows. Here's how you know that's not being true. Someone brings you an idea. 3 sentences in, you already know what you think of it. Not because you've weighed up all the options, but because it reminded you of something that failed once years ago. You didn't decide it was wrong, you remembered it was wrong, and that was before they even finished the sentence. You see, you'd assumed you stopped growing because you got too busy, telling yourself you're too senior for the small stuff. That's not it. You got really good, really fast, really early. And somewhere along the way, remembering started to do the job that actual thinking used to do. Now it feels exactly the same on the inside. Confident, quick, right most of the time. That's what makes it so easy to miss. It looks like wisdom, however it's just a memory with a better posture. Now, there's a simple pattern in how experienced people think. The more you've seen, the faster you file things under old headings. Chess players do it, doctors do it, so does everyone who's been in a room long enough. Nobody checks whether the filing was accurate, they just watch you decide fast and call it instinct. Now, don't get me wrong, early on, deciding fast got you noticed, promoted, handed bigger rooms. Nobody ever told you that this habit had a shelf life. It just kept working, meeting after meeting, until it stopped being a skill, it started being a reflex. And nobody, including you, ever went back to check if the reflex was right. Watch it happen in real time. Someone pitches you something. 3 sentences in, you've already placed it. This is the idea that fell apart 2 years ago. This is the client being that client again. You see, you're not actually looking at what's in front of you. You're checking it against the memory and asking whether the memory lets you stop listening. Most of the time, you're right. Business survives on you being right. The cost is the other times when it had actually changed, and you'll never know because you shut the door on it before you looked. Now, you don't call it dismissing, you call it been here before, I know how this goes, because both of those are true enough to hide the version of you that stopped checking. Picture the scene, it's Tuesday, 11 AM. Some junior that's new enough that they haven't learned to soften things around you yet brings you a plan. Now, it sounds on the surface like one that went wrong 3 years ago. You feel it land before they've even finished. The no is already bubbling in your mouth. You have a choice nobody in the room will ever see you make. Ask one more question or trust your memory and move on. What do? You move on. We tried that, you say. The meeting keeps going. Nobody pushes back. You've been right about this before. What you don't find out, and what you'll never find out because you closed it, is whether this time was actually different. The whole thing is one meeting, not a crisis, a Tuesday. This is one of the most consistent things I hear from people who are genuinely sharp early in their careers. They don't say, I stopped growing. They say, I just know what works now. Same thing, different sentence. Your team learns this pattern faster than you notice. They stop bringing you the ideas that might hit the wall, not because anyone told them to, but because they've watched it happen to someone else's idea once and adjusted. Your newest thinking stops reaching you first. It goes around you. It doesn't feel like a cost. It feels like everyone agreeing with you. This was never about losing your edge. That's still sharp. You know that. This is about whether it's still checking itself against what's actually in front of you, or whether it's just got very good at feeling right. Most people think the fix is trusting your gut less. It isn't. The fix is asking one more question before it closes the door. Not, have I seen this, but is this actually the same? So here's the real question. Not whether you can still grow, you know you can. It's how long it's been since something you were sure about turned out to be wrong and you actually let yourself notice. If you can't remember the last time, subscribe. That gap is exactly what this channel's about. See you next time.